this is the finished product that we'll be making today. I really like this face cloth because it has some cute baubles and it's really easy to make. You can make it in a very short amount of time. This is what it looks like close up. So it just has the bauble stitches, and then the rest of the stitches are just double crochets and single crochets. So it's pretty easy to make. Stay tuned and I will show you how to make this. For this project you'll need some cotton yarn. I'm using Bernat's Handicrafter cotton, but you can use any type of cotton yarn that you like. And for the crochet hook, today I'm going to be using a 5mm crochet hook. If you're using a different type of yarn, just make sure to check the label to see what size hook they recommend using with your yarn. We're going to start off by making a slip knot. To make a slip knot, just wrap the yarn around your fingers to form a loop. Then just reach in and grab the other end of the yarn. Just give it a tug, and that creates our slip knot. Just insert your hook and tighten it. Now we're going to start our foundation chain, and for this particular pattern we're going to chain 19 stitches. To make a chain, just grab the yarn with your hook and pull it through the loop, and that's one chain, and two, and I'm just going to keep repeating this until I have a total of 19 chains. I now have 19 chains on my hook, and now we're going to begin our first row. The first row you want to do single crochets across, and you want to get started on the second chain from the hook. So this is our first chain here. We're not going to go into this one, we're going to go into the second chain from the hook and do a single crochet. Now I like to work in the back of the loop, that's just my own preference. So I'm going to do a single crochet in this loop here. So just insert your hook, grab the yarn and pull through, grab the yarn and pull through the two loops that are left on your hook, and that's one single crochet. Then I'm just going to keep repeating the single crochet until I get to the end of this row. I've worked my way across this first row. I just have one more stitch to go. And once you finish your last single crochet, we're going to chain 2 and then just turn your work. For the second row, we're going to be doing double crochets across. So to do a double crochet, just wrap the yarn around your hook, insert it through the first stitch here, grab the yarn, pull through, grab the yarn, pull through 2, and then pull through 2 again. And that's a double crochet. I'll show you again. Wrap the yarn around, insert the hook, pull through 2, pull through 2. And I'm just going to keep doing these double crochets again all the way until the end of this row. I'm finishing up my second row. Just remember to count the last stitch here. Sometimes it can be a little bit difficult to see, so if you turn your work to the side you can see there's one last stitch there. I'm just going to do a double crochet in there. Now I'm going to chain 1 and turn my work. And for the third row, I'm just going to be doing single crochets all the way across. Again, single crochet, just insert your hook, grab the yarn, pull through, and then pull through both the loops. And I'm just going to keep repeating this to the end, and I'll meet you there. I've done single crochets all the way across, and now we'll get started on our fourth row, which is actually the row that has the bobbles. To begin, just chain 2 and turn your work. Now make a double crochet in the first stitch. Oops. And another double crochet. And in the next stitch is where we're going to be making the bobble. We're going to first yarn over, insert your hook. Grab the yarn, pull through. Now only pull through 2 loops and leave 2 on your hook. Now yarn over and insert the hook through the same stitch. Grab the yarn, pull through, and only pull through 2 loops. And you should still have 3 left on there. Yarn over, insert through the same stitch, and again only pull through 2. Again, and now you should have 5 loops on your hook. We're just going to do one last time, so yarn over and then pull through 2 and then pull through all 6 loops. And that's the bobble stitch. Now it doesn't really look like much right now, but once we make the next row, you'll be able to see it a little bit better. Now in the next 3 stitches, we're just going to do double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and in the next one we're just going to do a bobble stitch again. So I'll just show you once more. This one, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then pull through all 6. And then again in the next 3 stitches we're going to be doing double crochets, then a bobble, and then 3 double crochets until you get to the end of the row, and I'll show you what it looks like once we get there. Here's what it looks like so far with the 4th row completed, and as you can see we have 4 of the bobble stitches, and you should end with 3 double crochets at the end of your row here. Now for the 5th row we're going to chain 1, turn your work, and now we're just going to be doing single crochets all the way across. Row 6, we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, turn, and we're just going to be doing double crochets all the way across for this row. And I'll meet you at the end of the row. Row 7, chain 1, turn, and then do single crochets all the way across. Now row 7 is the last row for our repeat. So once you've completed row 7, we're actually just going to repeat rows 4 through 7 2 more times. So after row 7 we're going to do the row with the bobbles, then a single crochet row, a double crochet row, and then the single crochet row. So I'm going to just finish up the rest of the pattern and I'll meet you guys once I'm done. I finished the main portion of the dishcloth and I've just repeated the pattern 2 more times so that I have 3 rows of the bobble stitch. Now you can just leave it at that if you want. It's going to be perfectly functional, but I'm just going to add a border around it. So if you want to add the border, just start by chaining 1 and then do 2 single crochets in the same stitch. And just keep doing single crochets all the way across the edge of the dishcloth. Now what I like to do is I like to work into these spaces here. So I would do single crochet here, another one here, another one here, and here, and just keep making single crochets all the way across. Now once you get to this corner here, what you want to do is make 3 single crochets in the same stitch, and that creates just a nice edge on the border. And then again, we're just going to do single crochets all the way around the other side. Again, 3 in the corner and single crochets all the way around. And I'm just going to do that, and I'll show you what it looks like once we're there. Here's what it looks like with the single crochet border all the way around. Now I'm just going to join the last stitch. So what we're going to do is just make a slip stitch. To slip stitch, just insert your hook, bring up a loop, and then pull it through this first loop that's already on the hook here. And that's it, that's a slip stitch. Now just pull it through and snip the end here. And I'm just going to use one of these plastic darning needles to weave in the ends. Here's our finished product. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to leave a comment down below and I'll try to answer your questions. Also, if you would like to take a look at the written version of this pattern, then I'll leave a link to my website in the description bar, so take a look at that. If you like this video, click subscribe so you can find out about other videos that I'll be making. And don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I hope you have a really great day, and thanks for watching. Bye.